everybody. I don't know who's jumping on page yet, but I'm gonna start recording for my YouTube channel anyway, so hopefully some people hop on and find out what's going on Red Pill Raven. So I wanted to talk about a couple of things that happened yesterday on June 1st, and that was President Trump's speech that started with "My fellow Americans," and that's a pretty exciting, bold statement as it is right there. So if you don't know about President Trump and what's been going on, then well, you haven't been in the know. So I'm gonna fill you in. So why is what he said important with the thugs? THUGS. Because when you break down the thugs, I'm just going to stop this here. Hold on one sec. Okay, let's try this again. This is all new to me, you guys, okay? So just be patient as you can be. So I'm just going to wait for a second to figure out what's going on with my Facebook. Ooh, I don't even know where to look in the camera, so I'm just going to keep looking up at it occasionally here and there. I have a picture of Audrey Hepburn right behind the camera, so that's what I'm going to focus on and talk to Audrey while I'm talking to you all. So my computer is acting so slow. So, hello again, everybody. I'm going to leave this one up this time. I'm just trying to get more people to hop on, and then we can start chit-chatting, and hopefully I can figure out how the age to work this system. So this is all new to me. So yeah, just try and be patient with me. So I have my my Facebook set up, and I have a YouTube video going to be starting, or it's already started. So hi everybody. This is going to be my first dual live video, or not live, one's recorded, so I can keep it. So everybody, hey Bev, hi everybody. By the way, I'm gonna forget to say hi to everybody as your comments start coming up, but I do have a couple of things that people wanted me to talk about today. So how do we know what's going on? How do we know how close we're getting? How do we know all of the things? So I would say, firstly, let's pay attention to President Trump's speech yesterday that started with "My fellow Americans." And then he used the word thugs. And why is the word thugs important? Because anybody who's been following Q drops and things like that would know that thugs has to do with the actual paid actors that are being supplied from the Soros Black Lives Matter campaign. And if anybody hadn't listened to the video that I shared on my page yesterday, it was I can't remember the guy's name, it just slipped my mind, but he went on to say that he was funded by George Soros and yada yada yada. So that being said, we know where the money is coming from, and we know what's happening. So the other thing is President Trump basically left that speech with a Bible in his hand, and he walked down to St. John's Church. Why is St. John's Church so important? Thank you to the lady who said this. St. John was the only apostle not to forsake Jesus in his last hours. Firstly, St. John, King John III. I think that's confirmation right there. And June 1st was the very first day of the king's official reign. If you didn't know, on May 31st, 2020, Greg Hallett signed the last of the documents, basically making him, fulfilling the last line in the book of Revelations. So you guys need to go read on that. And I'm just going to say what I've said the whole time. I have a lot of people saying, show me your proof. Where can I see this? Find me your proof. And the only comments I have to that is thank you. Firstly. Secondly, my YouTube channel has videos, number 1 and 2, where I follow bloodlines and money. And that leads me to how I found the king, Greg Hallett. So, Joseph Gregory Hallett. So, what I want everybody to think about is critical questions that were posed in my group, and this is what I've been asking everybody. Where are these people that are supposedly running for presidential election? Like, where's Sleepy Joe? Where's Michelle? And aren't they supposed to be like running mates or something? Shouldn't they be like throwing up all their campaign shit right now and going on the campaign trail? Like, that's all I hear about every friggin' election year is what's going on with the whole entire thing. For now, Bev, my YouTube channel is Raven Moonstone Art, but yes, we're trying to change it over so it's all streamlined. So, yeah, a little off topic, but anyways, I want people to ask, where's Hillary Clinton? Where's Barack Obama? So I did post the judicial hearings. I've got probably 15, 16 people sending me a lot of up-to-date information, so don't stop that. I can't thank you enough for doing that, and it's hard to respond to everybody as quickly as possible, so I do it here. I do have a lot of digital warriors helping me, and I also have a lot of people who are sending my stuff and posting it on their Instagram to wake others up, and I really super can't appreciate that enough. Like, you guys, it's incredibly amazing. I didn't know that this was going to happen to my life. I bet you didn't know this was going to happen to your life either, right? So, I've also gotten some messages about the man who should have been king, and also the other family members still commenting on he has an older brother, blah, 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 blah. All I can say is from what I've seen in the personal legal documents the legal documents that are on what were on the King of UK's page. By the way, his page has crashed because it's gotten over 1 million hits. He recently has hired people to help him. There's people wanting to make a documentary with him, and I've been asked to assist on parts of that with the timeline. And we're also setting up Truth TV here, so we're trying to really bring professional news to you, even if I fucking swear once in a while. Well, it's just what you can get on Red Pill Raven, because everybody's fucking sick of waiting around to hear what's happening. So, that being said, I want everyone to think about going and looking at people have been posting the pictures of the broken unicorn, and another lady had posted a comment about it, and I wish I had written it down. But basically, a broken unicorn on a symbol is very symbolic in itself. So this person, I think it was a lady, sent me a thing that said, what does a broken unicorn mean? And we all know I know, anybody who's been in an open lifestyle knows what a unicorn is. So there's alternative meanings. So when I saw broken unicorn, that's the first thing I thought of. But then there's alternate meanings, and it does mean something symbolic to the royals. Okay, so I encourage you to go look that up as well. So the other thing I want you to pay attention to is what color are the curtains in Buckingham Palace. Okay, they are Tiffany blue. They were last week. So why is that important? Well, on January 6th, I believe, on the King of UK's page is where I saw it the first time, they had, what was I going to get at? Oh yeah, Donald Trump had visited the palace, and he was standing in front of Lizzie, and he was cutting her off, and he was being socially unaccepting of, it looked like, the royal ways of what we're taught to how to behave in front of the royal family. But I want you guys to go look at the significance of the thing. If you see that, and it pans down, you listen to the song that they're playing, and I think it's dun, 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 dun. It's like the American Bring in the Marines or something. It's a Navy song, I think. So that's a clue right there. Who's standing behind President Trump while he's there? Well, it's the military of the U.S. military. It's not those big-hatted, weird people that stand for hours and hours and hours outside Buckingham Palace. I don't know how they can do that. I mean, that's a thought. It's just my opinion, you know. But anyways, so, and you can go look outside the Buckingham Palace too, and there's a totally different guard. They're all in. It's the Royal Air Force, and they are all in like a nice, like they don't have the big cone hats or whatever the hell they were wearing before. So, that being said, there's a lot of signs and signals like that things are happening. My fellow Americans, well, my fellow Americans basically means my fellow everybody. I don't know if you all caught on to that, but when he says every man, woman, and child will be protected, that is literally around the earth. So I want to follow up too about some of the things that are happening in the UK with my other angels that are there. The UK is a very, UK, Australia, and New Zealand, and Florida, and New York, and California. Those are all huge, huge, huge hubs for what was been going on our earth for a long, long time. So you have to imagine the left wing, like left brain mentality, thinking about, they've all been shadowed all of this time. So there's a lot of people who, when you come to the light, are going to try and take you down, including family members. So that's what's happening in the UK with some of the angels that are out there working. So it's, I want you to know that they're safe, but they're still getting harassed. So, and it's by actual family members, like daughters are calling social services at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Social services will, show up at like 2 a.m. in the morning. And so there's a lot of things that are going on that you would not expect that are going on. So just really shady stuff. And again, it's all in the last ditch effort of these shadow games. And people go, what do you mean by shadow games? Well, when you're playing chess and you've kicked the other person's ass like 7 or 8 moves, maybe even 300 moves. And that player only has so many moves to do. And then the game's over. That's what we're living through right now. So if you want to find out what's going on with the Clinton hearings, you can go listen to the audio live. It's a stream going on right now. I know what's going to happen, so I'm not too worried about that. And you're going to start hearing a lot more stuff. So the things that will be happening is, yes, we're going to have our internet and phones and stuff shut off, and that is for our own safety and protection, because there's a lot of dark entities still roaming the earth. So the way you need to look at it is the tunnels have been, from my understanding, mostly cleared out, and the skies are ours. The white hats have been in control for a super long time, and you're not hearing this because, again, the one guy owns all the media. So when you're not hearing this, don't be alarmed. So you're still being protected. I know that I've never felt more protected in my entire life. So I'm very feeling safe and secure and calm, and I'm focusing all my energies on presenting as much news as I can for you in the best way that I can as soon as it comes in. And like I said, a lot of this is just my interpretation of what I'm seeing and what are in my group chats and what people want me to report on. So I'm trying to get it as fast as I can to you in the most timely way. But I will be doing all of my live videos now on my Red Pill Raven page. I need to get all the stuff off of my Raven Moonstone page. So this will be the primary focus for my Facebook information now. I'm going to try and dump everything onto this page to make it streamlined so people can find all the information in one place. Okay, and YouTube's going to have the same information as well. So for all the people that don't have Facebook, YouTube will be updated at the same time, hopefully. So it might take an hour or two for the video to upload, and then I try and go and edit it as soon as possible. So what we're going to be trying to do here is streamline, so we get our production into one video and it's going to all of the places, it's being saved. The other thing we're working on is I'm working with the crew in England that's working with Greg and his assistant and his production manager, and we're all working together to give you the most amazing videos. So if you have not already, I'm going to repost it on my page. Watch Transition to Greatness. It's the most amazing video that Addy put together, and it was his very first one with his drones and stuff like that. So it's also, I think, linked on the King of UK's Facebook page too, and that's not Greg Hallett's page, that's the page that's like linked to mine and a whole pile of other people who are putting information to support the King. They're the supporters of the King. So yeah, I want you guys to all focus on happiness. We're almost there. We are almost there. It's getting so exciting now. Grab your box of popcorn and roll some big fatties or whatever. Get your nice malt scotch out and sip it so slightly while you're enjoying the show, because that's really what's going to happen. And hopefully we can get into I can get to a point where I can do live chats soon, and we can chat with each other, and I can give you, you know, what my opinion on shit is, if that's what you're looking for. Oh, obviously you're looking for my opinion, or you wouldn't be here. And that's what I want to thank you guys. 10,000 plus subscribers in literally 2 weeks. I'm like blown away by everyone and everybody who's following my Facebook page. Anybody who's friend requesting, I'm not accepting any more friend requests because it's not really necessary. So I'm just moving everything to Red Pill Raven. So you need to like and follow that page, or this page, to get the live videos now, because it's just easier to streamline everything. So I might have another live video for you later. I've got to go and get a whole bunch of stuff organized. It's already 9 o'clock in my world. So yeah, I've got to go pick up some more equipment so I can do some more graphs and charts for you and timelines, because I'm working on the big timeline, and that's how Greg's timeline and the fake timeline and the real timeline work together. So that's what I'm working on back there, and you can't see it in reverse, obviously, because I'm doing selfie, or however that works now. I don't know. Anyways, I want to thank all my loyal, dedicated, true hardcore light workers out there. You are true digital warriors spreading this is a team. This isn't just about me. I have zero ego to what's happening in my life. I just really want to, it's mind-blowing, it's surreal. I don't know how to describe it other than I've been working on this my whole life. So, and I just didn't know it. In the last 6-7 years, I was writing a book, which is in essence this. And so it is all coming to fruition. Your vibration does carry you to a certain level, and you open up like a big lotus flower and sunshine pours in. That's the only way I can explain it. Oh, that gave me goosebumps. So light and love to you all, and I'm really glad you're here with me on the Great Awakening. I feel like, you know, the soul tribe's collected, and that goes for everyone, even if you're saying not very nice things on my page. I do want to clear up the Antichrist thing one more time. There are two different definitions of it, and I did post a picture of it on my page. So the best way I can explain it is the one with an E on the end is for God, or of God, or from Abraham, and that is the person that's linked to Joseph Gregory Hallett, and that is the person who's also trying to roll out Nasera and Jessera. And what that is a global economy reset that is based in truth. And basically we'll have more money than we know what to do with, and things are going to be released for our own like patents and health and free energy and things like that. So if you want to follow anything that the White House has done, go look on the White House webpage yourself, and you can go find all of the bills that President Trump has passed. You can go find all of the human trafficking things, all of the stuff. And then there's the district, or what is it, the DOJ website. I don't know what that is off the top of my head. You can actually go on there and find out who's been arrested. One thing I wanted to bring up from when I was first going down the rabbit holes was the Los Angeles lawsuit with Cyrus Parses. People told me that was a sham. Oh, this is just a joke. He can't be possibly going after Bill Gates and Obama and all of those people and AI. And oh yes, he could. Firstly, the girl who released that document into the anonymous group and showed us where it was, I have a copy of it on my phone and I'm trying to find it. Sorry, I'll try and find it and post it, of the original document, but I think it was from December 19th or something like that. Anyways, in there it basically says that Bill Gates and all of these a-holes have stolen the AI technology. Now, why that document was important is because it was pointing out the AI, the artificial intelligence that's been used against us for human trafficking and all of this bullshit that's been going on in the tunnels, okay? So that lawsuit brought everyone right up to the surface. All the drain the swamp, that's what the swamp was. That whole lawsuit had to do with disclosure and all of that stuff. So now there's been, the second thing was filed on February 27th or something like that, and that lawsuit is moving forward. So obviously that lawsuit has some substance behind it. It's not just a pile of crap that everyone thought it was. That guy's smart. Go look him up on the internet. Go watch his YouTube videos, and he will talk about, I know the links are on my page, probably from about 2 months ago on my Facebook page. So, or maybe even longer than that. So I'm trying to repost a lot of information where people are just getting caught up to how I found the king. So if you haven't watched videos number 1 and number 2 on Raven Moonstone Art on YouTube Live, please do that. And if you have time, all the time in the world before we start getting disclosure, and you want to start sharing stuff, then I implore you to do your own research on my research, and the links are on my page. So when people ask, where's the proof? Where is the proof of all this? Where's all the links? Well, there is a video that I did do on my page, I think last week, that I was holding my camera up and showing you how to click on certain people to watch and look. And what I've done with every single video that I've ever done or watched, I have gone and watched that video, taken notes, and researched it. And that's what I really want you guys to do too, because we have to question everything. That's the important thing. We have to question everything. If it rings true to your vibration and you don't feel like questioning it, then toss it aside like I do. I'm like, oh, I know that's true, and move on. Like, you have to go back in your life and remember that, like, I know I was awake to the whole vaccination thing back in 1992. That's in, like, a long time ago. So we've been slowly waking up and we didn't know it. We've been slowly seeing things, and it's starting to make all sense to a whole bunch of people. So thank you for everyone who's giving me more inspiration to bring more videos to you and to keep the channels of communication open. I will try and answer as many questions as I can. I do have one thing to throw out there. A lot of people don't know. So a month or two ago, I was on in a rabbit hole, and this girl posted a thing, go check out this person's page. And at that time, there was a lot of people posting things where you just typed in a few words, and then all of a sudden it would pop up with, slight images that were very sexual of these children. And so in bathing suits and stuff, it was, I'll call it soft child stuff. It was weird. And all you had to press in was television, TV, and media, and then up in the images came all these freaking things. It was so weird. So this person puts me in, she's like, go look at this page. And I clicked on this page, and literally on the Facebook page itself, in a video, was child pornography. In a video, it was somebody making 2 children do something. I literally had a meltdown, period. I called the police in my local city here, and they called me back. And they were like, "What? How did you find this?" And so I had to explain, okay, I belong to Anonymous. I was in this group, and we're looking for people who are child people, hurt children. And there's a big, huge team of us, like a whole pile of light workers are out there trying to find out who's doing this. And so, and I've been a victim of that myself or whatever. I've been abused, so obviously I'm traumatized by this and I want it stopped. And so this took about a 15-minute report, and the guy's listening. He made me repeat my story twice, and at the end of the story he says, and I thank you, cop, for taking my story. But he says to me, he's like, "This is the first time I've ever heard of something so crazy like this. I've never heard of this. I don't even know. This is out of my realm." And I'm like, if our local police have not heard about child pornography online or how to take a report, that fucking scared the shit out of me. I'm not gonna lie. It scared the shit out of me. I'm like, where's our training? Okay? So he's like, "I'm gonna have to phone CPS, that's Child Protection Services, and get them to phone back." Let me get my phone. I'm still waiting. They have not phoned back at all. Okay? 300 people from that webpage that I was in all reported it to the police. All of it. We knew it was a shill account. We knew it was shit. But we couldn't do anything about it. Nobody got confirmation that had been taken care of. So all I can say is thank you, white hats, for going out there and removing all the scum off of the face of the earth. Because I know what you've done with MS-13 or whatever that group is called, that are the biggest human traffickers on the earth. I'll post some pictures of that I have as well. So I'm trying to get everybody caught up into my time frame of where I'm sitting, and it's in truth and present time as much as possible. How I got here was a whole series of a rabbit hole. So I have seen a lot of the stuff you guys are sending me from a month or two ago or even 3 weeks ago, and I've seen it. So, and there's some things that they don't want me to see. So I just cannot open up any of it. So people are asking to send me questions and stuff like that. Please leave your messages on Red Pill Raven, either in the video comments below or on YouTube, and I'll try and get to all of the comments. And if I can't answer them in the comments, they'll be in a live video as much as I can the next live video. So thank you guys for tuning in today. Light and love to all of you. And I hope that your day is filled with happiness. Keep your vibrations high. Don't let the fearmongers fearmonger you anymore, okay? We're so over that. We know what's going on. If Mr. Donald Trump can walk with the Bible all the way through Washington yesterday to go to St. John Church, then I have hope for us all. I know we're all being severely protected. So we're about to hear a lot of stuff. So when we start hearing all of this stuff, you have to remember there's a whole whack of people who don't know what the heck is going on. They'll be like, people eating what? People doing what? I don't believe you. And so you're going to hear a lot of people having the cognitive dissonance again and want proof. How come they're not reporting it on the news? Well, sisters and brothers, we are the news. Humans with YouTube channels and Facebook are the news. You cannot trust the people who wear a mask into the White House. That's why I like that Kaylee girl. She's like, "Nice mask." That basically means you work for the other side. What's your question? That's how I take it every time anyways. She's the bomb. I love that girl. So cheers to everybody out there. Light and love to you all, and have a happy day. Thanks.